In this lecture we're going to look at viewports and sheet layers. You might remember we've already touched on this in chapter number 2. We created this object, this bollard, and we made viewports from it so we could make drawings. So we're going to do that again, only we're going to go into a lot more detail. Open the file makingdrawings.sta from the exercise folder. This file you should already have open from the previous exercises, and it has a couple of brackets and it has a few classes in it. And we're going to use this to create our drawings. Now the way that a viewport works is a little bit like taking a snapshot. I say a little bit because it's actually a live snapshot. Let me see if I can explain that to you. When we create a viewport of our model, it's like having a photograph or projecting everything in the model onto a plane, so we can only see the objects we can see from this direction. In the plan view, it's like projecting everything up onto the plan. And in the side view, again, we're just projecting everything that we can see from that particular view. So that would be our front view, that would be our plan view, and that would be our right view. And we basically take these objects or these concepts and we put them onto a flat piece of paper. So how do we do that? Well, let's get into it. But just before we get into it, the idea is we're going to create a viewport and put it on a sheet layer. Design layers for designing, sheet layers for printing. We're going to make a viewport. Now when we make a viewport, we have a huge amount of control over the viewports, so that every viewport you create has its own scale, its own class settings, its own class attributes, its own layer settings, adjustable hatch settings, adjustable text settings, adjustable render settings, its own crop shape. There's a huge amount we can control with a viewport. In chapter 2 we didn't do very much of this. We sort of made it look very easy. Now I want to go into a lot more detail. First of all, right click, layer options, make sure active only is set. We don't want to see anything else. I'm going to start with my rectangle tool. Click once on the rectangle tool, just check the mode. I want to use the first mode. Click to start. Click to finish. This object is going to become our crop object. View on the menu bar, create viewport. You should see this dialog box. The selected object may be used as the viewport's crop. Do you want to do this? Say yes. At the moment we're not going to tick this, but later on we're going to tick it because whenever we have a selected object we do want that to become the crop. At the moment just leave it off. So click yes. So we need to name our viewport. So the viewport name, and we're going to have several brackets. So this is going to be bracket 1 plan. Every viewport name has to be unique. We're going to create it on a layer. Well, we haven't got a sheet layer yet, so let's create one. Let's click new sheet layer. Let's give it a number 001 and we'll call it bracket 1 drawing. Click OK. There's my drawing number 1. So this is going to create a label for us. This will automatically create a drawing label, save us a little bit of time, but we have to make sure we fill this in correctly. So the drawing number, yes. The drawing title is plan. You might notice that I don't have to be too specific about the drawing title or the label, but I have to be very careful about the viewport name because viewport names have to be unique. Let's look at our layers. Click on the layers button. Which layers do we want to see? Do we want to see bracket 2 or not? In this case we don't, but we do have control over every viewport and which layers will be visible. What classes do we want to see? Well, we don't want to see bolts and we don't want to see washers, but we do want to see everything else. Click OK. Now you really don't have to worry if you get any of these wrong because we can always fix them later. Let's have a look at our scale 1:1. Our view will be a top view. We will be using dashed hidden line from our rendering. And we can also change our render settings. Now if you want, you could sketch your hidden line results and make it look like you're drawing it by hand. Maybe that's not the best idea for today. But we do have control over the dash style. We've got control over how dark or light it is. And now we can click OK. I think we have everything we need. Let's click OK. And it's created our plan on our piece of paper. Let's just move it up to the left. So back to our selection tool, drag it up to the left, and you can see there's our plan. If you want the crop to be visible, you can make the crop visible. Let's just update our viewport so we can see it. If you see this red dashed line going around it, just click on the update button, and now you can see the crop quite easily. There's the rectangle. Turn the crop off, turn the crop on, whatever you need. And you'll notice that it says yes here. So if it doesn't say yes, you didn't create it correctly, you didn't put the crop object in. Let's create our front view. So we'll go back to our active layer button, choose bracket 1. There's bracket 1, and we want to change to a front view. So let's go front, and there's our front view, rectangle tool, click here, click there. This is going to be a crop around our front view. You have to be careful, and you have to make sure on the object info palette that this is on the screen plane. If you do not put it on the screen plane, it will not work properly. Now back to view on the menu bar, create viewport. Yes, and this is going to be bracket 1 front. What layer do we want it to be on? Well, put it on the same layer that we've already used. We want all three of our viewports to be on the same layer. We're going to create a plan, a front, and a right view. Just make sure you put them on the same sheet layer. You do not need to create a new sheet layer for every viewport. So this is drawing number 2, and this is going to be our front view. What layers do we want? Yep, just bracket 1. What classes do we want? Yep, just those. Scale 1 to 1. View is front. Rendering is dashed hidden line. And OK. And now we have our front and our plan view. If you just grab your front view by that top corner there where it says endpoint, drag it, touch the end of that part of the bracket, we can then project and line those up. So those two line up perfectly now. Let's go back to our bracket 1. You can use your navigation palette for this if you want. Just click here and it'll take us to bracket 1. We want to be in a side view, so let's choose right and create a rectangle on top of that. So back to our rectangle tool, draw the rectangle. Don't forget it has to be on screen plane. If you don't put it on screen plane, it's not going to work. View on the menu bar, and let's create the viewport. Yes, do we want to do this? Now you might think, oh, I always do this, so click on that and this dialog box will not appear again. In fact, it won't appear again unless we reset all of our preferences. So just for today, I'm not going to do that, but you might want to think about ticking that so you don't see it. Bracket 1 side view, and it's number 3 and it's side, and let's quickly go through this. So yes, that's correct. Yes, that's correct. 1 to 1 right, dashed hidden line, and OK. So back to our selection tool. I'm just going to move that out of the way. So I want to grab it by that corner, touch that part of the other view, come across until I line up, and then let go. Now we're going to annotate these, so we might want to nudge those up. I've just selected them. I'm just using my shift and my arrow keys to move that up because we've got a title block to go in the bottom here.